I'm not supposed to be here, but I am thrilled to be able to share with you about Hathaway Miranda LLC, where I plant seeds for positive change. We have a problem in our society and really in our world. We have a couple, the isms, and my work is dedicated to eliminating the isms and xenophobia. We have racism, sexism, heterosexism, and I know what it feels like to be marginalized and oppressed and discriminated against. I also am a survivor of domestic violence. My life is threatened and that of my child, and I am here to make the world better in those regards. We need to listen, educate, and connect. I do this through authentic storytelling and truth-telling. I am doing this work, and what we all need to is eradicate and eliminate. This is hurting all of us. My work hopes to transform and heal. This healing and transformation is needed. The services that I provide is as a speaker, a racial healing practitioner, and as a consultant. I bring my layers and years of experience into the work and approach it with full heart and my humanity. I have the courage of vulnerability and authenticity to share with my clients and my audiences to help build and plant seeds for further compassion and empathy. That's a collective of all of us. I bring my lived experiences, my knowledge and wisdom, years as a researcher and educator to the work that I do. Major traction and how this birth of this vision of my business really goes over more than 2 decades of speaking. But in 2015, I was invited as my first keynote at Michigan State University at an all-women's conference. All the way up to having a website and an LLC to present day being invited to University of Mexico to do a talk and national clients like the American Medical Association and AARP. Select speaking engagements, you can see here a diversity of topics and institutions. And I'm thrilled and give a big thank you and shout out to my clients. And this is without me heavily marketing, and I'm so grateful for word of mouth. And the green is this traction, even in a pandemic in 2021, how I've been able to take my speaking and racial healing and consulting to different entities. And if you look in a search engine for my name, in the last 12 months, I've had highlights in press, personally and professionally, which helps leverage and is great. Again, the way that I do this work in eliminating and hoping to eradicate isms is through speaking, racial healing circles, and consulting. And those can be a one-time or a package deal or over several weeks or months. The society has some terrible statistics going on. We're all impacted by domestic violence. We're all impacted by the negativity of oppressive structures. And these are just some highlights to why this is important. But I love to highlight and give much thanks to the director of Truth, Racial Healing and Transformation, Greater Chicago, that trained me as a racial healing practitioner, bringing my years and decades of experience and saying that my work is invaluable, or I bring genius and enormous heart to the work. Participant calling me a master at work, that I bring humor as well as rigor and groundedness. Others describing when I present on other topics as a warm hug or authentic story and truth-telling and making people feel very welcome. But one of my greatest is a survivor that I spoke to and got out of a violent relationship, calling me a hero, and the work that I do around domestic violence. Several competitors are these human things that we've created that we all can lay down the ground to eliminate. I just like to point out some of the uniqueness. If you do bring me into your space, that I'm bicultural, bilingual, have a really unique background, again, survivor strength of many things that I've experienced, and I'm a military spouse. Thank you to my team and advisors in the Rosie Network and so many mentors that have supported me. And please, my ask is connect and refer when you think of diversity or domestic violence. Refer me, follow me on social media. And thank you so much to the sponsors of the Rosie Network and this program. I'm so, so grateful. Thank you.